I will open the meeting, and it is August 19th, kind of 7:02. This is the Selectboard meeting, and before we get started, I'd like to inform everybody that pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, I am hereby informing all attendees that a video and audio recording is being made of the meeting. So you've been informed. And with that, we just still don't have Bob. I think we can just kind of start in on our agenda. First order of business, we have the open sessions for August 5th.
Sure. I'd make a motion to approve the minutes of August 5th, 2025, as written.
And I was second. There's no further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Here he is. And next we have a public hearing, and this is for NStar Electric Company, doing business as Eversource, and I believe that it is for an application to install a new pole located. So do we have somebody from Eversource here?
Yep. Let's get out there.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Bob is now.
Bob, actually. Yeah. So Bob, feel free to unmute yourself and jump on in. We are starting the public hearing at this time, and we have our Eversource representatives. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and let us know what's going on with the path.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ray Anderson, representative of Eversource. So, Eversource requesting to install one new solar pole at Lander Will be. This pole is going to be located 40 feet southeast of existing pole 37 and over B7 Lander Road. The purpose of this new pole is to provide power for a new home at 17 Lander Road. And the reason that is basically they want to do an underground service. They're about 500 feet off the road. So instead of cutting the road, we put a pole on their side, so we don't have to do it like that.
Okay. Do either Gordon, you or Bob, do you have any comments or questions you'd like to ask?
I don't.
I would just ask, as a general rule and specific to this pole, how far off the traveled way do you generally set things? I know it's in the public way, but.
So this one is, I'd say, probably about 8 feet off the roadway.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's all. I just, it's hard to tell from the schematic.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So,
All right, pretty much AC should, I would think, would be fine. So, I don't have any objection to this at all.
Yeah, and this being a public hearing, if there's anybody here or on Zoom who would like to comment or ask any questions, now would be the time. Just give it a second. But I don't hear anyone stepping forward. So that being the case, I would entertain a motion to approve this application for a new pole.
So, Mr. Chair, I do have a question about that. Is this going to be something where all three members have to sign? Do we approve with your signature?
Yeah, Chris has the paperwork actually right now, so we can
Just so look,
We don't get too many of these.
yeah, I think
I think it may be all three of us. And
I can always do a two-tinge man.
Yeah, is this?
I got my word. It's right here. It's all three of us. Okay. Mr. Chairman, I'd be unless I'd be happy to do this. Bob, what? I don't want to cut you off, Bob.
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Okay. Okay, then I would make a motion to approve the petition for pole in one of the locations from Eversource based on the documentation presented to us. And I forgot page. That's right, what I say. Yeah. Where do you have that? Like the dog. Oh, okay. The kind of letter dated July 22nd and shown on a drawing by Brian Anderson.
yes.
work order T06-26438.
A motion, is there a second?
I will second that.
Motion and a second, and if there's no further discussion, hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It vote passes unanimously.
No, set.
You guys.
Enough, yeah.
Next order of business, we have public comment, and this is the time for anybody who would like to, on Zoom or otherwise, come forward to say, give us a public comment. I see a hand on Y. Kathy, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know what's going on?
Yes, from Kathy Hall, and I'm wearing two hats tonight. First half is about Birch Street. The residents were upset at the lack of timely notice for road paving since it's a dead-end street. One resident found out about paving because he was in his daily walk and had time to move his car off the street. Another resident was late for work and another missed an appointment. As for me, was the date for the installation of a door. Since the notice for the paving for Birch Street is not announced in enough time the evening of the 14th to notify the company and its driver by both phone and text. The driver ends wait an hour before being able to get on the street. The concern is for better communication for specific areas to be impacted by construction, paving, etc. The DPW did list the streets in chronological order for Little Italy. That would be impacted, but that wasn't until after the paving started. In the end, everything turned out fine, and the roads looked fabulous. Please let people know within 48 hours when the paving will begin for Old Pleasant Street. Thank you. My second hat, we Youth Commission. We had 47 children so far during the voucher program this summer at the Lee's Farmers Market. The skateboarding lessons on Mondays in August are going great. The new children's basketball equipment at the athletic field is set up for toddlers and young children up to the 5th grade. Founders Weekends children's activities on Saturday, September 20th, from after the 3 until 3 p.m. We'll see inundated with so many great things, such as bouncy house, arts and crafts, entertainment by Boat and the Cloud, and Jerry Holiday, the skateboard competition, food provided for a Boy Scout Troop 3, the popsicle truck, cotton candy, and much, much more. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and apologies to everybody inconvenienced by the paving operations. If there's any other public comment at this time? Not seeing anyone.
We are in that mindful.
Yeah, move to the microphone. Let everybody know who you are and what
Well, let's see, it's found and Mandalay on here and I'm just here in support of the resolution where we would like to disengage of local police from federal police. If we can, that's all. Thank you.
And is there no other public comment at this time? See none, we will move into general business. Insurance bell's a little late today. That's you. Then, first order of general business, we have a couple Berkshire Gas permits to entertain or to consider here. The first of which, I don't know if you guys had a chance to review these, but the first of which was for a service at Robert Street, it was Center Street, 17. There's a misspelling on Robert Street, but in their application, but I don't think that that's a huge issue. Either of you have any comments or a motion?
Mr. Chair, I can see that it's been approved by the DPW, by the police department. Therefore, if the board doesn't have any concerns, I would make a motion if you agree I'll like purchase gas permit for Robert Street at East Center Street.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. The work area looks to be just off of the sidewalk into the street. So if there's no further comment, call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So our next purchase gas comment is to uncover a paved over test station, and this is working off the runway off the road into the grass. So this will be similar to the last one that they're uncovering a test station.
Right.
This one is off the road, and if either one of you would like to make a motion, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Mr. Chair, but given that DPW and Police Department sign off and review of the project, I'd make a motion that we also sign off this work on roadway.
And second that.
Motion and a second. So there's no further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I don't know if you can hear Bob on Zoom, so I'll just call them. The motion was unanimously 4B, one-day alcohol license. The next order of business here, we have a number of them. Our first one is for the Taste of Lee. This is for the pier tent that the Locker Ring is proposing. This would be at 100 Main Street. And so that's the library lot as they have it here. The time frame is 4 to 10 p.m. And this would be on September 19th for the Takes to Plea. So unless either of you have an issue, I would entertain a motion to approve. And then would these all be authorized authorize the chair to sign, I suppose?
Yeah, sorry.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the permit for the longer room for their beer and stand for the September 19th Taste of Lee event. Taste of Lee, yes, founder is stating that.
I'll second.
If there's no further discussion on that one, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. And our next alcohol beverage license is for also the Taste of Lee. This is for Antimony Brewing Company in Main Street, on Main Street in Lee. It just says Main Street. Is this the one? Yeah.
It says a lot, but they're saying is that. So the competing beer tents.
It is one beer tent with two vendors.
Thank you. That helps. Yep. I see that helps understandable. Same product.
Same time, same place
Yep.
as the last one.
Mr. Chairman, getting the information all looks correct. Make a motion that we also approve the Chase to the for an beer tent for Antigone for Founders Day from 4 to 10.
One second that.
Motion in a second. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. The next one-day alcohol beverage license is for the Highland Farm Cheese Fest.
Mm-hmm.
This is also being applied to by Antimony Brewing. The event address for this one is 535 Summer Street. This will be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Highland Farm Properties. See beer and wine. Have sign-offs from everyone else. Things building fire, health, and DPW on this one. And certification have been included. So I would entertain a motion for approval.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the permit for Antimony Brewing for their event at Town Hall on Saturday. The date is session and term specified.
Yeah, that's like 9:20.
Yeah, this is a bit, yeah. Yep, September 28th. So I have a motion.
Then I'll second.
And second, if there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion unanimously approved. And so our next order of business, we have a one-day entertainment license application from the Lee Chamber of Commerce, also for the Founders Day weekend. Alex, do you want to say anything about the Founders Day just in general?
Any questions or?
I'll have a question for you. Something.
Yeah.
Just to get you up. Yeah.
So just introduce yourself, like, what your position with the chamber is.
So my name is Alexander Ettinger. I'm the executive director of the Lee Chamber of Commerce. And 1 month from today, on September 19th, we will launch this year's Founders Weekend with the Taste of Lee, which includes lots of food vendors. It includes several music acts, including some musicians who will be performing at the beer tent, which you just were talking about. And then we have fireworks that night. The following day, we have our hometown parade, several other music events, and we conclude on Sundays with an all-new dog parade this year. So we are starting in the park with, we gave dogs for whom that the dogs will also enjoy the experience, and people will walk down the sidewalk to the athletic field and meet up with the Lions Club, who is doing their annual rubber duck race on the Housatonic, and we have a little bit of music there as well. That's the next permit, the Sunday permit.
Great.
It's all right. Anything that needs specifics of who's booked so far, I have a list, but
Yeah, you could get this. I had somebody ask me a while ago, who they should talk to if they wanted to be part of the whole.
oh yeah,
I told me to call you at the chamber, or we have a committee, Founders Day committee, like get hold of somebody, but you were class.
yeah. So the easiest thing
This
is
apple.
to go to leechamber.org, the website, and there's a whole page dedicated to Founders Weekend that has links to vendor applications, dog parade registration, fireworks donations, if anyone would like to support that. So all of those links, and right now it's a little bit of a rough schedule. I'm finalizing like time details and things like that, but that's on leechamber.org.
Right. Thank you very much.
Right.
Bob, do you have anything you'd like to?
Mr. Chair, in the interest of full disclosure, I'm going to be one part of the paid entertainment for this.
Oh, come on. No, you better recuse yourself, man.
I'm going to refuse myself.
Well, it's
Give a disclosure about.
given a major problem that we just ran into. I'll make a motion to approve the entertainment as submitted to Founders Day.
Yeah, I will second that. Our Founders Day, definitely, just for everybody, is about a month out. This is August 19th, and Friday, September 19th is the starting date. So, motion and a second has been made. Is that for both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, both entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah. There's there's a 1 day, which it includes the weekdays and Saturday, and then there's another separate for Sunday. We'll be approving both of these. So the motion is for both. Second is for both. Bob is recusing himself. So if there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. I give
One abstention. How about you? So with all that, unless there's anybody else who'd like to say something about Founders Day, maybe we'll get to that later as well. Our next order of business, we have a temporary sign permit and a fee waiver request. This is with two of them, one from the chamber and one from Lee Lions. Well, I guess I'll entertain both in kind. The first of which is the Lee Chamber of Commerce temporary sign for a vinyl banner that is advertising Founders Day weekend, the September 19th, 20th, 21st. So if there's no issue, I would entertain a motion for approval. And there's a 15-yard sign included.
You involved in here? I was going to say, you involved in that too, Bob? Just checking, man. Okay.
Yeah, so I will make a motion that we approve the sign permit for the Lee Chamber of Commerce as specified.
All right, I'll second.
There's one further discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. And the next temporary sign permit is for the Lee Lions Club. This is for the Founders Day car show. Big. They're looking to put 6 lawn signs up for advertising, and they request a fee waiver.
And this is going to be held in Calcula across the street. Is that what I heard? Yeah, yes. For the Christ Chapel. Christ Chapel. Yeah.
Did we, I was just going to say, did we waive the fees to the chamber? Because I don't know if we would to.
We didn't, but I didn't see it when it was requested either. Though there is a fee waiver request for both, I guess. So, Bob, would you like to revisit the motion?
I said I'd specify that I can redo the motion as my delegates. Sure. So I move that we approve the permit, the sign permit as specified with Lee Chamber of Commerce and waive the fee.
I will second that.
Time sheet for that. And if there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Right.
Aye. Now, the Lions Club for the 6 lawn signs for advertising the car show.
Yes, and the it's going to be 6 very small, I think they're small, lawn signs, 18 inches high, 24 inches wide, almost 6 inches from the ground. So I don't think that's going to interfere with anybody's vision if they're driving or whatever. So I'd make a motion to approve as requested, and including a fee waiver for the Lions Club for, I think it's for the same day, September 18th. The 20th, excuse me, the day of the parade. The 20th, they want the sign permit from August 20th until September 20th.
Right. So, the motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
And if there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Our next order of business, we have a utility stuff. How that? It's for 32 Marjorie Street. This is already done on Proton. And so, unless there's an objection, I would entertain a motion to approve. Do I sign this one? It's all with signs. So.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the utility cut at 32 Marjorie Street, Berkshire.
I would second that.
If there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Our next order of business, we have a discussion here for the statement on rule of law. And I believe there's somebody here that, Robin, you speak to this?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Come with the microphone, introduce yourself, and do you have copies of it? Because we each have a copy.
Yeah.
I got something on new copy that I can't. You guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Should I?
I'm Robin O'Hara, and I live in Lee, and there's various groups of concerned citizens in different towns that are presenting this to the town council.
Sure.
Because we're just worried. And I've been talking to a lot of people in Lee, and I've been asked not to name any names, but I'm just going to tell you one story. This woman was an immigrant. She moved here, and last year she became a citizen. And last month, ICE tried to break down the door and terrified her. And her daughter is afraid to go to school. All that this proposal is, I mean, the law, I don't want to get into politics. I just feel like the constitutional rights of citizens are being violated. And I want to protect the citizens of Lee. We welcomed immigrants. We opened our hearts and our homes to them, and they're in danger. And this is not going against anything. This is actually supporting Massachusetts law. We're not asking
anything outside of the law. We're just asking for a statement that, yes, we want to protect our citizens and our legal immigrants. And so it's passed in North Adams. It's in the process in Beckett. There's a few other towns that are looking at this. This revised version, when this was initially written by Amy Attias. She's a retired murder lawyer, though is now a musician. But she was like, I'm a lawyer. This is how I could do something to help my community. And when she presented it to her board, they had a lot of questions. And she consulted with another lawyer, and they rewrote it too. Okay, so this is the rewritten version, which I think makes more sense for the town. It's not about making demands. It's about working together to keep people safe. I would like it to be put on the agenda for a vote. I have a few people here who support that idea. I can bring more out if it gets on the agenda for a vote. So that's it.
Yeah.
I'll answer any questions. Yeah.
We may have some, so stay with us. I mean, I certainly share your sentiment, and I don't see anything, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't all welcome immigrants. And just for everybody's knowledge, this is, I guess this is part of what's changed here, is that now this would be a select board resolution, whereas before it was reading as a rule of law. So maybe that kind of changes the dynamic a little bit. It's not necessarily a policy, because there could be just some issues with that.
Right.
And it outlines just, similarly to some of the things that we've done in the past, by assigning equality and equity and diversity and the like. But this is more tailored to police and town officials engagement with, as it pertains to immigration and federal, what's going on with the federal police at this moment in time. So to sum it up, kind of.
Yeah, last week they pulled people out of 51 Park Street. You dragged them out. Security.
Do you?
Yeah, I know. It's when I first read the original one.
It was
It's like, and also we have in Massachusetts, our town has voted to have what's called a strong police chief, which means they make the policies, they do all that. We can review them and say, no, we don't like it, whatever. So I did go to talk to the chief, because this says the board would direct the police to do a certain thing. And I talked to him, he's like, that's going to be a problem. Don't approve that with that language.
Yes.
He's not anti-immigrant either. So just so people know that they actually have, and I looked it up, it's policy number 413. They have hundreds of policies. And this is like a 30-page policy on how to deal with this very issue. So, and it's a public document, if you want to take a look at it and read it too. So, this just got handed to me. I know. Don't be sorry. It's good. It's good that it wasn't.
Yeah,
I was gonna
the other one.
not agree.
That was actually the other one.
Yeah.
I contacted Amy and I was like, oh, this is going to be fine.
Yeah.
She goes, I'll rewriting it.
Okay.
So it just took a while to get it.
Sure.
And I apologize.
Well, let us have a chance to look at it. We get it on the agenda for the future, the next meeting and whatnot. I do want to make sure that I read it, talk to the chief, make sure that we're not stepping on any existing policy.
Right.
We may even have some comments or suggestions on how to change or something.
I would be very open to that.
If you may find the existing policy, it seemed like it covers a lot of all the thing.
Yeah, it's
Maybe redundant, but
yeah, you had to just, that's how thick it is.
you want to see.
And I started reading it and I stopped reading it. It was just, and it's very late. It was just put up by a group of attorneys who recommend policies throughout Massachusetts specific to the integration of federal and state laws to make sure that the police departments are following the state constitutional, state laws, and the federal laws, however they meld together. And so there it is. And so I had not read it all, but I tried to part of it. So a little time to digest.
So I didn't have this very.
No, it's all right. We'll take it into consideration. Could likely bring it up for further discussion later. I think, Bob, is there anything you want to add?
I concur with what Ron is saying, also what Gordon and Sean are saying. The thing is, as Chris brought, we do have certain policies in place, and what I just want to make sure that we don't work across purposes, and we aren't in conflict in any of this, and we'll all get on the same page. I think what's happening on a national scene, and unfortunately, in our small town, it's asking falling. But let's make sure that we get it right. So let's take the time to review it and come up with the best possible way to move forward.
I think the other thing I keep in mind is this town is built by immigrants.
Well,
Basically, this town is basically built its population on immigrants.
right?
Italian, Irish, you name it. And it's like working in the mills, working in the quarries, it's like, I think we need to keep that in mind that, just because they're all white and they didn't even all speak English, by the way. I know I have my wife's relatives were Polish down in Zaconic that till they died, they didn't speak English, but they were United States citizens and they, were allowed to do their thing. So just give us some time on this and we'll work things out.
I appreciate
Check
that
one.
Yeah.
very much. And I want to say, even if it's a little redundant, I feel like that wouldn't hurt because at this point we need to reemphasize who we are. I look at and cut. So thank you for doing that.
And I think just as Gordon and Bob had kind of alluded to, and maybe I would just say we just want to make sure we're not conflicting on
Absolutely.
policies here.
Okay.
But we all share, the sentiment and the purpose of this resolution, I think. So we thank you for
Thank you.
bringing.
Thanks for understanding the spirit of it.
Yeah. No problem. Understood.
Okay, so should I just come back on September 2nd?
Let's put it on the agenda. And if you, sure, Mr. Chairman, to sit there when you put it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know how to reach me if you have any questions.
We can find it.
You
And
can find me.
Yeah, your contact, bro. Well, we know where you, yeah.
You know where All right.
It's a small town, Robert.
I know.
thank you. All right, so moving on, our next order of business, we have a couple appointments to consider here. And the first of which is to appoint Carolyn Hogan King to a full member on the Ag Commission. She was an alternate.
I would make the motion, Mr. Chairman, to appoint Hogan King as a full member of the Agricultural Commissions.
We'll second that.
I have a motion in a second. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Black. That was an aye for Bob. So passed unanimously. And our next appointment to consider is Sal Angelo to the Conservation Commission. Do I have a motion to appoint Sal?
Mr. Chair, I move that we appoint Sal Angelo to the Conservation Commission.
I would second that.
Motion in a second, and if there's no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passed unanimously. And before we move on, I like to do this one sometimes when we make appointments. We still have one seat open and vacancy on the Conservation Commission, correct?
Correct.
There is one on the school committee. We have one on the school committee. Are there any other big ones that we want to just kind of make everybody aware of?
Still have one more spot on affordable housing that's brand new, and we have we still have one spot on cable advisory. We filled one of the two, but there's two for the 5 towns.
Elkins work. Though we had 3 members and only one is on, so I thought we had 2.
But if we can get one either way, we still have a spot. Yeah, I think there's get somebody. We have one filled. Yes, we have to. Yeah, stop.
Thank you.
And I know the historical is looking historical in this one. Yeah, so.
Okay. With that, I would move into our next order of business, which is any topic not anticipated. I have anything, Gordon?
No, to want to stop.
I don't have any contender shot.
All right. Moving on then to the administrative report. Chris, we missed you at the last meeting.
Yeah,
We're on vacation, so what's I'm sure you had a busy catch up.
yeah, just a couple of things. There's been a lot of chatter around the bear situation about a bylaw, and I just wanted to reassure the board and anyone watching that we are working on a bylaw. It will be at the next town meeting as long as we sign the warrant. So, but we can't do anything until town meeting approves that. And so I know this came up at a couple meetings ago. So to update that we are working on it.
I'll just
We'll be there.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody this week who it's getting worse all the time. We have 2 bears that come down our property.
I should say,
And I understand we're in their territory. I mean, I get that. But the problem is that people are still putting out food specifically for the bear. That is a major problem. These bears are healthy without us supplementing them, and it's a major problem, especially up in the Prospect area, when we have a couple of very large bears that are raiding up on Stockbridge Road, one of our farmers up there on Mr. Novetti. And they're like decimating his corn, his crops. And he has no right to do anything until they go after his animals. And then he could do it is a problem, and people need to stop feeding them. They have plenty of food.
in actually, I was going to say it's really will be a wildlife bylaw.
Yes, thank you.
We say bear, but it will, it will still allow people to have bird feeders.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
I was they'll be encouraged not to have them out when the bears are there, but but it will involve that. And the other is just a paving update. And I know there was some questions on the Little Italy that we do unfortunately not get very, we don't know right away. We don't get information until right at the last minute. Usually, there's a lot of factors about paving. If the gas company has to come in and do certain things, the weather, so forth. But we do try to put out text messages. And so if you're not signed up for that, that's how I was the information is on the website. We have sheets here. That's our best way. We do try to text it out as soon as we know, and we'll continue to do that. But that being said, the good news is we have a lot of paving going on. Most of the Little Italy area is done except for Pleasant Street. And then we have future paving happening in Franklin Orchard and Beartown Mountain Road, Pine Street, that area in South Lee. So
Something happened on Chelsea or in Church Street.
there is some on Church. Yeah, it's a section of that's being done.
That's what I want to bring because I went by all the raised. They have quite a few.
Yeah.
Sewer lines and whatnot. It's the sure that's there.
Silver Street Bridge right now is closed.
Yes.
And it's getting made.
And it's getting and the bridge was being replaced. It's already engineering's already been done to replace that bridge. It's paid for by the state. It just takes a long time. So, we have 5 Granite Street. They're all in progress. So,
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. If there's nothing else, our next regular meeting is September 2nd, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to the second. All those in favor?
That
Motion passes unanimously.